Yo,
And
yo,
we
yo,
are
yo, yo, yo.
live,
What
baby.
it do? What it do? What it do? Y'all already know it's another Monday, so y'all know what time it is. Rolling with success. Hey, Jezebel the truth.
What's going
Coach
on?
Slim, what it do?
Man, just cooling, chiming in with the family real quick. What's
Yeah,
going
yeah. We got Ace Molly coming through later on too, man. Look, this weekend was epic enough, right? But it was capped off for me, and I got to start the show off talking about my man Tom Brady. He done it again. He done it again. That makes number 10. Number 10 Super Bowls my man has visited.
back since we lost against him? So I
You
get it to him, man. He is the GOAT of all GOATs. You feel me? He 10 strong,
thank you.
10
What's your team?
man, I said before we even took the logo off, I don't care if we named the Washingtons, man. That's still my squad. You hear me?
You know what? You
So,
know what?
yeah, that's
The
what it
the football team had a great season
is. Mm-hmm.
this season.
There's a lot of adversity this year.
Now, especially when I myself said they wouldn't do anything this season.
Mhm.
So I have to give my props off and hats off to the Washington football team. But in this moment, we are going to be glorifying greatness.
My bad, I had a
And
my fault.
now you good. The reason why I want to touch bases on Tom Brady and everybody say success. This is a music show. We're talking about music here. Well, I know that. But there's a topic that I want a lot of you artists to get understanding. Tom Brady went to another city. He went to another city and he took that team to the Super Bowl after a lot of people told him that he was nothing, only because of where he was. That was the only reason that he was
Not
successful.
in that city. You hear me? He ain't just won one, two, three, four rings in his city. He actually left after he created a legacy and about to keep on trampling on that same juice right there.
Yes, and not only did he keep on that same like mode and that same little
Hold on,
momentum.
time in one second. I got a call, important call.
Go ahead, take it. Not only did he keep on that same mode or that same momentum, Tom Brady proved that if you work hard, if you do whatever it is that's up to you to win, you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna be successful no matter where you at,
But
no
you
matter
know
how
what,
you move.
Six? I didn't even know that he got traded. So last week when we was talking about him briefly, my ass still thinking he with the Patriots, right? Because I'm a diehard New England fan, only
Yep,
because of Tom Brady. Only to
yep,
find out he left and he's still a winner. So
yep. You know what's crazy? A lot of people are Patriots fans only because of Tom Brady,
that's
right?
it.
And
Yeah,
let
my
me
guy,
ask,
he a Patriots fan because of Tom Brady. He ain't
yeah,
no about him
yeah.
before he
Listen, I
rings.
was a I was a Patriots fan because of Tom Brady. Now, I have always myself, I have never been structured around picking a team. I always attach myself to a player, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for me, when I was young, it was Jerry Rice. As I got older, it was Michael Vick, and then it became Tom Brady, right?
Right.
So that's my journey in basketball. It was Kobe Bryant. You know what I'm saying? Now, because Kobe Bryant was a Laker all his career, no one's ever heard me root for another team. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But in football, people have heard me root for several teams: the 49ers, the Falcons, and now the Patriots. But I'm really starting to understand this. I don't root for organizations. You know what I'm saying? Because they are ran by white people, and those white people are using our athleticism like pawns to line their pockets. And when they're done with you, they're gonna throw you away. And then you, as
Right.
a diehard fan, you sticking with this team because of this player, and you know this player is where it's at, but they start demanding things, and now your heart gets broken when they gone, and you trying to
Mhm.
stay loyal to this thing, but you just said this guy's the best player in the world. That you've been talking for 5 seasons about how that's the best wide receiver, the best D lineman. Now they gone. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, these are things, and that's why I don't go with organizations. I attach myself to teams and try to keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
what was the first time that you knew Tom Brady was amazing? What was the first time that made you concede to it?
I don't know. I guess after 5, you know, I was
After the fifth
always
ring?
I was always hating. Oh man, I got too much. Hey boy, you better go.
So it took you to the
It's
fifth ring.
touchdowns by a child. Like,
Now, hey, you better go get whoever at that door.
my bad. Hey, Daddy Daycare pulling flag, man. Hold on.
Nah, I already know.
So I turned this into a reality TV
Nah,
show. That's
listen, you
it.
know what's hilarious, bro? I used to be daddy daycare for a brick. The only thing that saved me from being daddy
Oh, thank you,
daycare
cuz.
now
Hey,
is now most of my
my
kids
bad.
are
I'm
older.
on live right now.
Lucky
All
you.
right, that's a bad. My bad, y'all.
Nah, you good.
I'm not trying to disrespect y'all. Y'all got some good things going on. My bad, people out there. That's why.
Listen, you so right
So,
now, right? So Coach Slim, what like tell everybody what you do. Tell everybody what you do.
man, Slim, you know what? Well, I've been playing music. I've been into music, learning how to play the drums. Started at 5.
Yeah,
Reading music at 9. You feel me?
yeah,
So my little upbringing, a little different. Because a lot of people, you ain't gonna hear me rapping no hoods, or you know what I'm saying, like really be a geographical. I don't get in that. My upbringing was a little different.
yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, I am a producer, and one thing that I say, man, for the artists in the DMV and people that's coming out, get your knowledge game up. You know what I'm saying?
Fact, fact.
Knowledge game up. You know what I'm saying? Stop allowing these labels to puppet you out before you even get to the loan. You hear me?
That like what's crazy is that's what I do that's what we talk about a lot on this show. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like
I'm stop.
like for instance, you see the verses, Keisha Cole
Well,
and
I
Ashanti.
was birthday party.
No, I didn't get to see it yet.
Well, I have titled it now Keisha Coke or LA Weed.
Let's
Because
get into that.
we
Let's
trying to
talk
figure
about
out now. People are saying that Keisha Cole was late because she was snorting on some coke.
how they know.
They say there's footage. However, I heard that Keisha Cole apologized and said that she was hitting some LA weed. And that is why she was late. Now it's funny that I said LA weed because I think LA Reid got her deal or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, what's most hilarious to me is I smoked a lot of that LA weed, and it will cause you to be late to a few
Man,
gigs.
that LA weed will have you. Man, I was on Sunset Boulevard with my man from Def Jam.
Yeah.
Man, I was nodding out like a dope fiend off that good weed.
What's the best LA weed strain that you hit?
So right when we got off the plane out there, you know what I'm saying, we hit the dispensary and
Yeah.
and got that mimosa. You feel me? If everybody that was paying
Ooh.
attention at the time, I posted the video of what it looked like.
Man, look, bro.
Man, this is right. That's the best experience I ever had when you go to LA. Make sure you go to Wonderland. You feel me? It's not,
Okay.
and that's how you dab in right there. Then once after you taste it, you feel the difference. Cause a lot of niggas talking about gas out here, but if you can't taste your gas, it ain't no gas.
Now, like, let me tell you
how strong that flavor is. It's not.
Let me tell you what's crazy, right? I had some mimosa. One of the guys brought me some mimosa on the show when we was back in Temple Hills, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, ooh. And I had a show to go to right afterwards, But we sitting there hitting the mimosa, enjoying ourselves, and they say, Kay, that's how you gotta be there, man. I say, oh shit. So I know that LA weed, them good strains, can have you late. But
now about that mimosa too, right? That jump right there, it's like that's the weed you can't hit before you got something to do. Because your motivation and what you was about to go do will be man, and your thoughts in that good cloud. You hear me? So
So
now
have you ever been so high that you couldn't perform?
you say, man, so high I couldn't perform.
Yeah.
Now you know it's so crazy. Like even like with the like when I play the percussion in the band, so it's
Yeah.
like ever since I was little, I always had this like I wouldn't call it stage fright, but it's that when you know what that adrenaline feel
Yeah.
like
Anxiety.
man, how can I control this? So I mean, like back in the day, one time I was playing, I filled in for the good legend Coy Bird. You know what I'm saying? I think with Perfection Band, and I was so nervous. I was playing the congos like one hand because it was an easy pocket, but I had to work myself up to stand up and really what I'm saying, work my way. So it's like I be turning on 1,000 with no levels. So
So, so
yeah,
do you still have stage fright? And look who has joined the party. Ace
I tried.
Money.
Hey.
What's up, Ace? Ace? It's a affair now. So
So he was just telling us that we was asking him, have there ever been a time you were so high that you couldn't perform? He was saying that how he was going through stage fright at such a young age, and one of his gigs he remember being a little too high well, not even high, but being a little bit too stage fright that he didn't want to step on stage. So now, Ace Marley, since you jumped in and put jumped in here a little late now, we're gonna have to ask you the same thing that he had to endure. Did you see Tom Brady?
hey, don't be biased too, nigga. You
Huh?
know them
Hold
sports.
on, hold on, hold on. Run that by me one more time, man. You were kind of breaking up Success. I really couldn't hear what you were saying.
Did you see Tom Brady?
Yeah, yeah, man.
Don't you say it like that. Don't
I
you say it
mean,
like that. I
I
need a little
mean, bro,
more oomph.
I mean, you know me, bro. I stay busy. It's a lot of stuff in this world I don't even pay attention to. Be
Yeah,
honest with you.
but
It's a lot going on in the
Didn't you do
world.
a video shoot yesterday?
Yes, yes, yes. Definitely did a video shoot yesterday. Shout out to Horseshoe Entertainment. Shout out to the Booth Boys. Shout out to everybody that came out to be a part, man. Shout out to Party Boys. A huge part of what happened yesterday, man. It was beautiful, man. I can't complain at all. The city really came out and showed love, man. I didn't even expect that many people out.
Now that's actually lit. What song was this that you shot the video to?
It's a new song I got called Big Drip. I
Yeah,
shot for 2 videos yesterday. I shot for Big Drip and I also shot for Back to the Trap because Back to the Trap about to hit all platforms in like the next day or so.
bro, like you know what's all right, so this is crazy, right? I am such a Tom Brady fanatic, right?
Mm-hmm.
That I have
Mm-hmm.
deemed Sundays Tom Brady Day.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
when I used to do Smokehouse, it used to be hell trying to get me to do the shows on Sunday, right? Because if
Yeah.
Brady plays Sunday night, then I was not getting the Smokehouse until after midnight.
Uh,
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
I
You know?
feel you. I feel you. I feel
I'm,
it.
I'm, I'm like this. I'm like this trying to get out the house.
Yeah.
So I already know, right? So how did
Yeah.
you? So like you got the video shoot. Now I see you've been doing a lot of work in the city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
actually, it's been progressing a lot. And the crazy part is, it started progressing once I moved outside of the city. I moved outside of the city. I lived in the city all my life. I moved outside of the city. Shit started jumping out of nowhere. It was weird.
did you see the verses with Keisha
No, I
Cole
didn't.
and Ashanti?
I didn't.
You didn't miss anything. Keisha Cole showed up about 2 hours late or something like that. You know what I'm
What?
saying? Man, she showed up fashionably late. Now, I said she wasn't gonna show up until she got 1 million viewers locked
Mhm.
in, right?
Yeah.
Then it came out that she was hitting a couple of lines.
What?
Allegedly.
Allegedly, thank you,
Allegedly?
Jezebel. Thank you,
Hey, hold
Jezebel.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me pause what I'm saying right quick to say shout out to my brother Coach Slim, man. Always supporting, always showing love.
Yeah.
anything I got going on, he definitely motivate the situation, man. Hey, shout out to you, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Bro, you
Real quick, right? This brother right here, man, he could tell you, man, this 20 years plus right here is a family affair. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, AWOLing from my group home because I did y'all like come up in foster kid. You feel me?
Okay.
You know, when I say I am the streets, I ain't being cocky. You know, the
Facts.
streets always.
We come from.
You feel me?
So let me ask y'all a question. Have y'all worked together in the studio?
Nah.
Not yet.
The
Have
way
worked together in this, like around, like in
the
the
way we
environment.
work different from how it's just when we see each other, we know it's a family affair because we always dropping the same hot spots. So
Right.
in his own hot spot. So
Now, Coach Slim,
My bad, y'all.
I've been to a lot of Ace Molly events. I've actually seen them hit the stage. Do you perform? Are you a rapper as well?
nah, I only make beats.
Out to you.
So I could be an artist like if that was
Hey,
something.
Coach Slim, you know we got the whole studio across from Iverson Mall, Horseshoe ENT. We got a whole joint where we actually could have you come in there, engineer some shit, and we could put something crazy together. So in the very near future, we need to make that work, Brody.
Yeah.
It's a tattoo shop. It's a tattoo shop, clothing store, inspired a drip place as well.
Y'all
So definitely pull up.
Y'all definitely need to link up, man. That's crazy.
That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah, that's family.
it's easy to say, you know what I'm saying, and done because you know a lot of things like one thing we gotta make sure everybody understands what we try and connect. You feel me? A lot of people here with it. You know what I'm saying? And then you got bag that's how you move. You might have somebody that's just a green thumb and they not doing the work with it. So we want to make sure we covering all angles of the positive bag. You feel me?
Facts.
Covering all ends. Get back to the residuals. You know what I'm saying?
Smart. Are you guys? Are y'all ASCAP or BMI?
Right now I'm just United Masters, man.
Man, why you not you ASCAP BMI something, man?
I'm going.
It's good that you're not with BMI right now.
I know.
I always recommend joining ASCAP. I always say that.
Yeah.
6 months,
I will.
A year. That's the difference. Payouts. You already know.
Yeah.
Coach Slim.
Yes, sir.
You with BMI or ASCAP?
Yeah, I've had BMI since 07, like 07.
Okay.
And you know, like shout out because I ain't know nothing about a BMI. We had shout out to the late great Big Low. He passed a few months back, man. We had Hurricane Chris when A-Bay was hot down in Greensboro, North Carolina. My twin brother was
shout out to Greensboro.
Yeah. So big party time. You know how that city do.
Oh yeah, you was telling me about Greensboro.
He was a co-owner of a club down there. Come on.
That's what he was telling me.
So
your son got a mustache.
Yeah, very big man.
He got the Mario joke. He got the Mario joke.
Big boy, man.
He want a pizza. He gonna make a pizza. Hey, look. So look. Here we look. So look. All right. Real quick, right? I'm down here in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
I gotta stamp this, yo. DMV is in the top 3 of weed locations. Atlanta is in the bottom 3 of weed locations. So I have now deemed the Atlanta weed not rapper weed, but actor weed.
Bro, where them damn bro?
Rapper weed versus actor weed. And what is actor weed, you guys ask me? So we
keeps advancing.
Atlanta
we talked
is
about
the
this.
home of the word cap. And everyone here seems to use it to the captivity when it comes to the weed. I'm gonna tell y'all the story, right? I get a list, and I want to show y'all this list, but I don't want to show it. I get a list.
Yeah.
Runts, Hawaiian runts.
Yeah.
And gelato, Skywalker, and something else, right? Sunday Drive or something like that, right?
Sunday Drive is good.
Frost. They all had these prices beside them, right? So, now you know me. I'm gonna do it like a boss, right? Because when it's wrong, you gotta play like the big bosses play, right? So I'm like, man, give me the high list. Give me the Hawaiian runts. Give me the runts. Because, you know, big shit. That was the highest on his list. So my man said, well, I'm going to go get the Jack Frost. Those is like $35 at KD, right? So the Russ was $60 at KD. And I was like, surely this is going to be great. You know what I'm saying? So we meet up in a back alley. Mind you, I get nervous about meeting up in alleys. I don't know about you guys. You know what I'm saying? But I get nervous about meeting up in alleys. So as soon as they hand me my weed, I skedaddle. You know what I'm saying? I skedoot. You feel me? So
fuck out of here.
I got to. So I get to the studio and I'm you can tell my excitement levels on 1,000, right?
Yeah.
Because at this point I'm speeding to the studio, which is like 10 minutes away. I go on the 20th floor because that's where the studio is, right? The 20th floor. And I just can't wait because I done told everybody I'm bringing Hawaiian runts and runts.
Oh shit.
Hawaiian runts and runts.
I opened them both, guys. I don't even know what he gave me. But what I do know is it wasn't runts. And to solidify it, I had some guys there from LA, right? And they say, yeah, man, we go to Cookies all the time. That's what they talking about, right? They go to Cookies. Yeah, they got them cool bags like that and shit, right?
Right.
And I say, well, he said it's runts. They say, ain't no damn runts. You got to come to Cali. So immediately I was in burger shock and ashamed. So I coined the phrase actor weed. Because it's not what they say it is. It's just acting like it for the moment until they sell it. And it's sometimes it's a good act, but most of the times it's the worst act that you could ever endure. I mean, I drove around this city and I've heard that there's rapper weed here. And y'all don't know. I live on the south side of Atlanta, right? Sometimes it takes an hour to get to the north.
After weed. Hold on, wait.
Right? So if you hear some good, how far would you drive? What's the longest you would drive to find some good shit?
Man, I ain't even going cap.
That ain't even it. It's weird, bro.
All right. 45 minutes for me.
It's some good pack around my way.
45 minutes.
Well, I'm not saying anything. I'm not a distributor, but I've had people come smoke with me, man, because I've had certain stuff come hit J's with me 2 hours away, man.
2 hour drives?
They'll drive to me 2 hours away to come smoke with Ace Marley the Future, no cap.
And then have to drive 2 hours back. That's a 4 hour trip.
Hey, matter of fact, shout out to my sister, Miss Mimi Autogap, and shout out to my brother Twan for being that loyal to me. Real
How
friendship.
long would they stay?
2 hours.
How long would they stay?
Sometimes no time. Sometimes I might just ride back.
Okay,
bro, real time. I'm talking about real different shit. I've had people come 3 hours. I had people come from Baltimore and Richmond and North Carolina.
Hey, this ain't the DJ Vlad show.
I mean, people want to come smoke with Ace. I mean, if you want to come smoke with Ace, hey, Coach Slim, anytime, come smoke with Ace. Come smoke with Ace.
Hey, I'm 10 hours away.
Hey, bro, I'm actually about to come to Atlanta real soon. When I get to Atlanta, I'm coming straight to you, bro.
Yeah, bring some fucking gas.
Hell yeah.
And get a belt.
And I felt like I was supposed to weed across the bridge out VA, Slim. I swear, Slim. They need to hurry up and legalize weed out VA and Georgia.
Bro,
they do.
Y'all had the weed like it's crack out there.
Listen, the best that we can ask for is decriminalization. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, like, we black.
All the rest of the shit, we don't need to worry.
I will pay $25 to be able to smoke my weed in the police face. I mean, would you? What's up, G4 Obo?
Hi y'all. You know.
Would you pay $25
middle of the city
to just go ahead and blow down in the police face? Decriminalization.
I put it like this. One time, one of my good homies, man, we was on Minnesota Avenue, and we was cooling how we cool, and he had a little slight warrant to deal with. I'm already rolling up. A nigga that we knew since we was youngins, he was the police. And he pulled up on him while I'm rolling, kept it going, and lit, and we, you know, he
See,
had.
now, DC is lit for that. Because look, let me tell you, I was shooting my music video in DC, right?
DC
And
don't give a fuck.
I'm in the
DC, you
back
good.
blowing
DC
down
like
heavy. I
Jamaica.
turn around, the police standing right there. I mean, I'm giving a whole fucking full blowing down performance. You feel me? And the police standing right there. And at that moment, I said, I want to shoot all my videos in DC.
Yeah.
Like,
It's the richness about it. You feel me?
No. I mean, like, we used to stand on 8th Street every Monday night and just blow down like it was Christmas. You know, so it was like good,
yes,
good
we
shit
did.
all the time.
Yes, we did.
But,
hey, shout out to
G4,
Sixxcess for being one of the realest and coming down the new wave every Monday and holding it down. No cap.
man,
Hey, bro,
man,
put in a lot of work back in the day, just coming out and supporting and really making things happen. And bro, Team Elevation, I really appreciate that shit, bro.
man, no question,
No
bro.
cap.
You already know, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, so look, let me ask y'all a question. Hey, G4. Mute your mic.
Yeah, though. How you?
Hey, so what you do, Brody? What's good, man? Tell us about
Man, I'm an entrepreneur, Southeast, all the way to Uptown, you know. I sell affordable things. Everything affordable that the people can't get their hands on brand new, I go get it, you know, either used or new and make it affordable for the people, the culture.
Facts. That's real shit.
That's
real
what I do all day.
All day. Anything
Cars,
like what?
it don't
You get
matter.
a coffee
Real
table?
Electronics, vehicles, the whole nine. But you know, everybody do clothes. I don't really do clothes. You know, everybody doing clothes and food. I do everything.
And this is also somebody I invited to chat with because I know that his lane is just different. He's a good brother of mine as well.
Do you do music as well?
Yeah,
I do music, but you know, I do it mainly when I'm really free and I ain't doing nothing. You know, like I'm playing chess or basketball. You know, I don't really keep it. You know, it's just a hobby. It's a hobby to me. To me,
So,
and if it blow,
how many songs you got? How many songs you may have recorded? You think?
Now I only got one visual sitting on YouTube right now, and that was my first visual ever.
It was dope though, bro. It was
how many
definitely
songs you got recorded?
At least 9.
So what if I told you off of those 9 songs, you could be making at least 1,000 to 2,000 every 2 months?
And he not capping either.
I would believe it, you know, but you know, me personally, I don't want to be the brand. I don't want myself to be the brand. You know, I don't really want to sell myself. You know, that's not what I really want to do, honestly.
I love that. And like, see, and no, that's not a bad thing, right? Because last week I talked about on the show how it's not enough artists willing to say they just love music and they just do it as a hobby. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, all of them want to be big time
something bigger,
and don't even understand the small stuff.
This stuff right here because this is, you know, one thing. You know, I feel like our people can't understand. We can't understand how simple it is to own and just own. So,
correct.
Yeah.
Now, why do you think that our people have a harder time believing the own concept? What up, Is?
And this guy, what up, Six?
Word. We have a group of our people that just won't bridge the gaps of division.
Right.
And, I love them. You know what I'm saying? The life, but that's one of the jobs is if we could get them to come to a common ground to build a better sense of community, since these walls have been held to of elitism. So through
and it's crazy.
certain corporation, that's one way. So that's because we want to be able to get it back to the root and seed of economics. You feel me? And structure. So
correct.
That's
and like the walls and the bridge is imaginary. You know what I'm saying? Because
you're taught them walls and bridges anyway. So
exactly, because like I think for one, a lot of our people will not believe our people.
Get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
We always kind of look at our own people like there's a hustle behind it. You know, or there's
but you know what? Sometimes we be quick to hustle each other.
Yeah, but
I just got into it with somebody over some shit like that.
Yeah,
you
and a
notice,
lot of them guys do hustle the women
I see
too.
it
I
every
hate
day
that.
with
I
this
hate when they
party
hustle the
stuff.
women. I don't like that at all.
but
That's
you
the
know
same
the saying.
that I've ever seen in my life. Was how I just got off a conversation a couple days ago with a female. You know what I'm saying? It's like what I've been saying a lot. That's the norm. They get into a relationship and they pick business with pleasure. Don't even know the concept of how you add value. You can't come into terms without having a science name for it. And science is a Latin term for knowledge. So if you're not putting down the foundation that when you see this people right here, you know, the law that we created together. So
Right.
if you're not willing to bridge that, number one, you want to be that power couple, Jay-Z, Beyonce, whatever it is, man, you gotta put some knowledge. You just can't come in the shit blind and dumb. So therefore, we see a lot of women getting played out of their position. Their value of what they could really get, you know, the community entertainment. It's coming from our own that play with a bag. It could be a bag of steel, or they got words to describe a bag that they don't have. But
Right.
they allowing this. And women is, you know, even though we can see the game, blame the men because we are the men of our women of our community. But
Right.
Bro, my
women,
connection is bad.
we need these women to be sharper. You feel me? They the real trendsetters, but they got to understand the value where these trends are coming
Right.
from.
Not to cut you off, but I have a saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's an old saying. It's like birds of a feather, right?
Out.
Now, we can't be afraid to start removing people out of our lives that don't fly the way we fly, because there's always a certain amount of birds in the flock. You know what I'm saying? Even the real big flocks, they got their certain amount, and that's how
Yeah.
they know all of them are with us, and those but ducks are not with us. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Right.
that's how you gotta move. Like when you getting around people, and you know after talking to people, you like, all right, this person is offering me some knowledge. You know what I'm saying? This person is offering me elevation, and we're elevating together. And it's not like a hustle situation, or you can still hang around the person that you realize is teaching you but hustling you in the way. You know what I'm saying? But those are all the choices that we make in our levels of people that we around. You know what I'm saying?
Right. A lot of people looking for that zip and dirt, what's it called? Serendipity or something like that. They looking for that imaginary high to where they see the glitter, the fame already, but they not understanding the process. And not they forgetting that it's still you're buying into somebody's image that's already through.
Yep. It's chasing the dragon.
Just right.
It's chasing the dragon. It's
And
like
the dragon just burning your ass alone on.
mm-hmm,
That's it.
mm-hmm. So like so what have y'all been doing through COVID? What have y'all been doing since COVID?
You go ahead, bro.
Well, me personally, I've been, doing the homeschool thing, the father thing, while my daughter's mother, get her position at she working at Target. So she just be like trying to get this position, and then I'm an at-home father now, and I do my entrepreneur thing in between, But as far as COVID though, us being in the house like this, I think, man, working out is the best like thing right now. Like we need to work out. Nobody's
Bruh,
working out.
I can't work out, young. I swear to God, I worked out for 2 days straight, right? And I was really highly motivated. And then that little shoulder started hurting. And I was like, I'm doing too much working out.
Now
Fuck
you
this
gotta
shit.
keep on.
No,
No,
yeah,
I
that was
actually,
good.
no, I opt. I did the exact opposite because what I like is I like results. You know what I'm saying? But
Uh-huh.
I'm just a rapper, a radio host. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna be ripping my shirt off no time soon. I don't even. They got the beaches shut down. You know what I'm saying? And when I swim now, I don't like swimming in the ocean. And I really kind of like to just sit in the hot tub, the jacuzzi, or like whirlpool.
But wait, Six. So you don't want flex for wifey?
Listen, so
let that be your motivation.
Yeah, but that's why I have to stay in a range. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't have to work out to be anything like Tiger, like Beckford. You know what I'm saying? But I can't allow myself to become Peter Griffin. So I just moderate myself. I smoke, I eat, and then I smoke a lot more, and then I move around a lot. You know what I'm saying? And then I work.
You go for runs?
Run?
Yeah,
I do run. I actually do run, right? So there's this thing that I do in my house. I run to the kitchen and I run back to my room. Well, it's like little steps. It's like 2 flights of steps. You know what I'm saying? So no, that's like a little semi-workout thing. You know what I'm saying? But I usually don't do. I walked a couple of weeks ago, and I felt like my glutes were killing me.
You got that old man glutes, man?
Yeah, man. I can't do it. I cannot do it, man.
It's all in your mentality. It's all in your mental, you know?
Yeah.
Like, man, that was, you know.
So have anyone watched the Salt and Pepper biopic or been forced to watch it?
No.
Have you guys been kept abreast? You guys know who Salt and Pepper is, right?
I do. Yes.
Talking about the Push It?
The R&B female group?
Well, hip hop.
Okay.
Hip hop.
They're not even hip hop.
Okay, hip hop.
Oh, pop coach.
Well, they're not. They're old school, right? And they should do a versus against somebody.
They should do it against Kid and Playhead ass.
See, but they was all under the same. They was all under the same umbrella. Well, basically, they fired DJ Spinderella last year.
For real?
And they're saying she's not worth a third of whatever. She's not worth her third portion. Have any of you guys been a part of a group or a rap group or a sing group or even been on a team with people and invested with people?
Go
and
bang.
told you're not worth your portion. As they see it, they had the company before you.
Man, it's hard to be like with DC Go-Go. It's hard to keep dealing with 10 people one side. People with experience, and you got people who don't have the experience but have talent. Just building that communication bridge that's tough. And
but y'all want to know what's about to really mess y'all head up, right? Go-Go doesn't count because it lacks originality.
You're right from the outside, but the main thing original about Go-Go is sound itself. So when we cover song, shit like that, and like if you had a hot song, somebody knew you man, like, man, I love this song. Let's crank it in the go-go bounce in a pocket socket beat. Now he done gave the whole deep flavor of yourself. Do one love.
Hey coach, did you get a cheat sheet?
Huh?
Let me tell you something, right? I'm gonna go ahead since we on this topic, right? Hear me out when I say Go-Go lacks originality and why it's not the same as in Spinderella's case, because she's definitely owed anything that they're doing, because for one, her story is tied to their story. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just her sound. You know what I'm saying? She actually was like a lot of their show. So
to that
the whole set. Now,
can you imagine 20? How long has it been? Almost 30 years. And 30 years, after 30 years, you get fired and told you're not worth it?
Yes, I can. But listen, but what I talk about every week on this show, all those old school artists did not know nothing about paperwork, did not know nothing about rights, nothing about percentages, nothing about any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? The old artists didn't know this. They didn't know about publishing. They didn't know about royalties. So when they signed contracts, they didn't know what they were signing. And Spinderella, she probably got the least end of the stick as like an accessory. You know what I'm saying? So when we look at it, we like, yeah, she's definitely a part of that. She's definitely that. I mean, she's the N in salt and pepper. You know what I'm saying? But in paperwork, she may not be. In reality, she may not be. So when I talk about go-go bands and lack of originality, right? A lot of the go-go bands are doing cover songs.
Right.
And yes, like you said, a certain drummer can be super lit in a group and leave that group. You know what I'm saying? But that group is still going to perform their set list. You know what I'm saying? That set list is not contingent on that drummer or on that singer being there. They're going to just replace those parts and make them interchangeable because they didn't create this song together to where it's like only he can do this. Only he can do this. You know what I'm saying? So that's why that dynamic is not the same. Where you see go-go bands work for years and then you see that person working with a whole nother band. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit. But like you said, the point that you said, right, that's really interesting to me, Coach Slim. Pick it up. Go-go bands take unpopular songs that are or songs that may not be getting a lot of notice in the city, and they remake them.
Some.
Listen, because no, let me finish. Let me finish. Yeah. Why does none of those songs ever seem to be an indie artist from DC?
Whoa, that's a good ass fucking question.
I mean, like,
repeat that question one more time.
Damn.
I was go-go artists in the city say that they are making songs, bringing attention to songs in the city, or putting their own style on songs and making them pop in the city. Why don't they take any indie artist in the city and make their songs and remake them?
Hey, that's man. You know what though? The whole kill is man, and I've been doing this since I was 14, 15 years old, and I've been paying attention to the older ones before me.
Right.
And I see the generation because you know before I went to prison in 2010, you know the culture of go-go was dying out, and you had the rise of you know rappers in our area really started to cross that lane.
Correct.
By the time I came home in 2015, you feel me? It was a whole nother wave. You feel me? And I'm like, you know, I was trying to see where I fit in because it's like, all right, I see the go-go for real. When I came home, go-go really wasn't making no noise. You feel me? Go-go was it was like pastime, like baseball to me. You feel me? You had your top bands that's cranking, still getting shows. You feel me? The TOBs, TCBs. You know, back is back. The Great Jump. They always got their crowd, they clank. You feel me?
Right.
For the upcoming bands, it was you know I ain't really see no like bands really making no noise to say, all right, we making you know we coming on this you know back on the go-go tip, whatever.
Right.
But now when it comes to artistry and go-go. I think it's a confusion to it because of the style of the sound. You know,
right.
We have go-go producers that like me and Brett the other day, I know my man, he puts on the makeup, put it down with makeup on and shit. And he job like trying to bring that cross breed of go-go it's the key in production. It's the key in production and how we, you know, merge that gap. That's all, man. And I think it's more so people like I'm trying to bridge away from go-go sound altogether. You feel me? And just do it on their own lane compared to people just really trying to merge two
we watched
because they from DC.
We all seen how Wale and UCB situation went.
Hey, hold up.
Where he tried to use the band to show that he had some type of clout in the city, got a deal, and wrecked it. You know, screwed over the band and everything, right? So,
hold on, you say he got a deal and did what?
He wrecked it and screwed over the band. UCB, he screwed him over. He didn't want to pay him and all this other craziness. Wale messed up a lot of business, but he didn't get paid. He didn't want. He wanted to pay them, but he didn't get paid. You know what I'm saying? So
okay.
it was nothing he could do. Huh?
The promoters back in the day was really fucked up back in the day. Like 05, like all the promoters for them clubs, man, they was really stealing from them bands, man.
Well, they are still. They're worse now.
I just stealing. One thing I say, the promoters was blocking the bands because managers that should have just dealing with the clubs themselves. So the
but it's like take all of that out of the equation, right? Because that's not the question. The question is, how come we don't see go-go bands? Why haven't I seen? Is there a Big Flock remix, a go-go remix to a Big Flock song?
Well, where we at right now with go-go right now, it was kind of like, I'm not gonna say it's dead, but like them little like when they was riding through the city and like cranking, that was like a peace offering from them peoples, man. It was like basically it's dead in the city now. Y'all can go out VA and still try to make it live some, but it's like go-go really like it never went mainstream.
It's fucked up.
It never.
That upset me.
Why do you think go-go never went mainstream?
I feel
that's a big question.
And then think about this. Imagine you see how North Korea having parades for their war, showing what they got. You know what I'm saying, before they go to war. That's what it feel like to me, because it's a lot of shit going on. You feel me? Them areas where they're riding through, it's fucked up around here. So I'm coming from like
right. I live on Southern Avenue.
The city is always going to be a city, but when you close down a major city, no matter how big DC is, but when you shut down a city like that and it's commerce, bro, you see the grain of a Slim. It ain't the belly of the reason. And city affects what's going on in people.
I've been here all my life, man.
So, I mean, like, what's crazy is it's a lot of people in the industry from the DMV.
Man, and I know what it is. A lot of us do not travel. We do not travel. Like, a lot of us probably been as far as fucking Pennsylvania and New York and Virginia. Like, we don't travel. Like, we think when we go to Maryland, oh, shit, I'm out here right now. And that shit ain't cool, man. It's a whole fucking world out here. And the youngins will never get a taste of this shit.
What's the furthest you been, G4?
Huh?
What's the furthest you been?
The furthest I've been? Nowhere, too. I ain't been nowhere. I've been to Jacksonville recently. I drove 10 hours to go to Jacksonville because I sent my daughter out there with my baby mother's sister for like a month so I can get this shit together back here. And I drove out there to go get her instead of catching a plane. So I chilled out there for about 2 weeks. And the air was cool for me. The air, the beach was, I put my feet in the sand for the first time. Coming from the city, that shit was like, man, I didn't want to come back. Put it like that.
But I went to Haiti, right? I went to Haiti, and I'm such a city nigga. They was like, get in the beach water, put your feet in the water. I said, hell nah, that water too blue. There might be sharks in there. There was like sharks in the water, sharks behind the net. I said, well, shit, I ain't never seen a net stop a shark. So I didn't
Facts.
Did not touch the water.
You can see through that shit.
And they was like, let's get in with the dolphins. And I was like, I don't see any black people down there. I mean, I don't see any black people ready to swim with the dolphins. I said, let's go find the house of the big lobsters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's do that. Let's eat a big ass lobster.
And can I say one thing?
Yeah.
And it's huge because it's about the universe. And we shall not be afraid of none of that. The forest, none of that. To get our feet wet with none of that stuff, because we supposed to be in tune with the universe. We the ones with the vibrations.
You know what's crazy? Do y'all think being from the city affects the mindset and how you look at people as opposed to being from another city or another state?
You damn right it do.
Yeah.
It do.
No, it's always because I live in Jersey. In Mooresville, Pennsylvania. I live in Heights.
How are the people in Pennsylvania?
You say what?
How are the people in Pennsylvania?
That was my first white people ever.
Okay.
So I lived out there for 3 years. My mother died when I was 12. So when we moved from the city from Southeast, that was back in '89. I'm 36. So we moved. You feel me? So we moved. And we was on some nomadic. So now it's like by the time my mother passed, you feel me, and she was the one, who taught me a lot about I'm on my culture side. I like, but that's my teacher. Hold on. Hey, y'all little niggas sit down for me. So, you know what I'm saying?
That's a dad move right there.
My fault.
All y'all don't got kids out there. Hold on, that is a certified dad move. You know what I'm saying? And there's the A. There's the wait to see if anybody cries. So yeah, but go ahead. So you go ahead. Go ahead.
So my mother, man, she passed when I was 12. My mother is from Trenton, New Jersey. My father from Trenton, New Jersey, but they've been in DC since the mid-70s. I got a lot of great family roots in the city anyway. You know, like I got big family and got half kid, half big, little kid, and you know, we got a pipe of like good family excellence and so long story short though, it don't matter where you from to me.
Like I'm down here in Atlanta, and my DC mentality makes it hard for me to really make new friends, right? Which I find weird because, like, so one of my I want to say he's my friend. He hits me up and it's like 11 o'clock at night, and he's like, "Yo, let's go fishing." And I'm like, "Bruh, it's pitch black outside." He said, "Yeah, there's lights." Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. In my head, I'm like, "Is he trying to murder me?" You know? I'm like, "Is he trying to take me and drop me in the lake?" You know? I don't know what to think. But maybe he just wanted to go fishing at night. Maybe that may be a southern thing. I don't know. I wasn't gonna find out. You know? But it's just my mentality in DC being from the DMV has molded my whole like concept of everything. So look, all y'all smokers, right?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite strain?
I just like some good pine OG. Like all the Czar's good, but I like that good regular pine original gangster.
Man, I'm all side. That ain't nothing.
Sour diesel is the top.
That's my favorite.
Sour diesel is the top. What's your favorite song to listen to while smoking?
Man, oh my God.
I need some weed, man. Somebody call a weed, man. I'm trying to get high. Y'all know that Deborah Do joint?
Never heard it. It's like, nah.
I was like, weed, man.
It's on Jeezy, Thug Motivation joint.
It's just the melody. All that with that song right there. To the club up, back out. That's my, 99 killer album. Ain't nothing. 99, 97.
Is you gonna save me some?
But that's my.
I keep a championship in the refrigerator.
Is over there crushing the motherfucking Doritos.
That bitch a champion.
As you can see, I'm smacked as hell, man.
Now I can see. I'm smoking on that good hype weed.
Keep a championship. That bitch big.
Can I?
That's what she said.
Oh, my man got the golden bottle. Yes, sir.
Oh, damn.
Yes, sir.
A big ass.
That is the first rolling with Sixxcess, y'all. That got this chug Moet gold ball.
Championship. Take him to the championship.
Hey man, look.
We gotta celebrate. As far as the men of culture, every day you wake up, you must celebrate yourself.
Even when we dead, we supposed to celebrate too. You hear me?
Yeah, celebrate yourself. Love yourself.
Hey, what first? I got a meeting coming up.
Did you just wake up, G4?
You said, well,
nah. Every day you wake up, celebrate.
Couple grapes and strawberries and shit. And I hit the road. You hear me?
Yeah, I had some grapes and strawberries earlier. I've been trying to eat a lot more fruit. So look, you being a producer, Coach Slim.
Hold up, before you ask your
I'll
question,
be back. I'm about to get your uncle.
This and this shit, but I want something.
I'm about to go get your uncle.
And I think that's urge for the whole community. These people bring that's what for life. Feel me? But we need to understand the area that it's foundation. Atlanta, we had the West Side, we had Houston, the Texas area. But if we really want to stand in our area, really bridge a collective community base, out that value, if we really won't have no value. We need some major labels. Too many lanes that need to merge together. You have to make something great work. Y'all little niggas. Hey, come here.
Like a lot of
Come here.
people. A lot of people ask, why aren't there any major labels in the DMV? The DMV is a government city with a lot of rules and restrictions. But a lot of the artists, a lot of the labels that are in big cities were started by artists in those big cities or by a prominent figure in that city. You know, so I mean, if it wasn't for Russell Simmons beating his feet in the clubs every night, there would be no Def Jam if it wasn't for him and Rick Rubin. You know what I'm saying? And New York wouldn't have Def Jam. If it wasn't for Jermaine Dupri beating his feet in Atlanta, there would have been no So Def in Atlanta.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So in order for there to be a label in DC, there has to be someone that's going to take it to that level. Now, we had the district, you know, and the people that put on like Wildland. We had this Bloody Boys, things like that. But none of these people, mute your mic real quick, bro. None of these people wanted to be label heads. They wanted to get artists signed and move on. You know, and that was where that great divide comes from. We're not gonna get some label to just magically drop in DC. You know, and we don't. And like I said, that goes back to the DMV way. DMV does not trust anybody. I mean, there has been plenty of people in the DMV. I remember when Eddie Kane started EKS Records. No one wanted to join it. Probably was because it was called Eddie Kane Records.
Like when I did a show with Eddie Kane, like his vibe and the value he tried to bring forth anyway. Eddie Kane been on it since for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Like even my cousin, when he was in EU, you know, every time we sing a Montel Jordan Jones, me and OG gonna make some cash. They talk about a nigga OG from Southeast. Right. You that traveled the world. That's our family. My aunt, he passed away. But it's one sister that still get that residual royalties for life. So it's like now we not stamping nothing that's a value. We not helping the pillars that's building this.
Well, a lot of people, a lot of DMV artists will not sign unless there's some type of dollar signs attached to it. And the sad thing is
the work to build the.
The sad thing is they never get even when they're so quick to take any dollar sign that they take the wrong dollar sign. You know, or they don't understand how to use or invest or make those dollar signs work for them as an artist. You know, there's a lot of artists don't understand the concept or the realization of marketing and promoting yourself. You know what I'm saying? And
buying your
having
beats.
R&D department, A&D department. You know what I'm saying? All these people, marketing department, promo, distribution. They don't understand all these things. So when they get with a label, the labels take care of all of these things, and they don't make anything.
So let me ask you a question: Why the people who do know? Why the people with the bag that's from the area? Why ain't they linking up? Everybody always
the thing about it is this. Look at it like this, right? Because this is the concept again. Birds of a feather, right? If I myself, me and Jezebel, we do this show every Monday. You know what I'm saying? Our DMs are open, you know what I'm saying? But we do things, but a lot of artists don't tap into those. A lot of artists want to do the $200 show with the open up for the big name artists and don't understand that they ain't getting no promo, no marketing, no nothing. They just paying a ticket for a bigger artist to come in. You know, and then they don't even understand the essence of hyping themselves for that moment to be ready. You know,
Fact. You gotta
but
learn how to train. I learn how
I
to
have a lot of
how to
people.
artists. So
Yeah,
what?
I have a lot of people that say to me, I say, like I talk to a lot of execs, right? And I say, yo, why you ain't in the DMV? Why you on so? And they say, oh nah, like DMV artists or DMV people, or they have to pay me before this knowledge because they'll just take it and run.
You know what's so crazy? I've been giving the game since '07.
Yep.
Before that, so
Now ask yourself this, right?
the
How,
instructions.
ask yourself this: how many artists, if you can realistically think, how many artists have you given the game to from the city that have reciprocated it with love or even some type of
Man,
how have promoted you? You know, a lot of artists in the city are afraid to say someone put me on. A lot of artists gonna do
I,
what Smiley did just now. Say shout out to bro for coming through and shout out to bro for putting it through. You
I
know?
can't, man, you saying I got right
Yeah,
here.
I already know. I already know. I already
Hey,
know.
look, hey,
Mute your
definitely want
mic.
to with that, but with that one, you know, a lot of I got every artist focus so bad because I want artists like kids raised with these niggas out here.
Nobody promotes. Nobody
Now the
promotes, man.
artists
Everybody
that
be on
you
backdoor shit.
when you now Coach Slim as a producer, right? When you work with artists, how do you go about picking the artists that you work with?
Well, you know, it's a different when you trying to sell a beat and really working, you know, on some Zaytoven shit with an artist. But it's like I haven't made a beat in 2 years, mainly because the lack of knowledge that a lot of artists like when you understand what's going on, and we are late on a serious note, but it's dangerous for us right now, especially for how niggas is gravitating to jumping out there. It's deadly. It's hard. They following the trend, but it ain't really bit this area yet. And I'm praying that it don't.
Right.
You feel
Right.
me? And
My
you got
issue is everybody sound the same. Like I'm tired of hearing people that sound the same. Like the people that's making it from this area have a distinct sound. Like you know who it is. They're not jocking styles or none of that shit. And it seems like everybody
But
wants to
that's
sound like
technically
somebody else.
and that's true, but it's
So you could give
technically.
them all the game six. You could tell them everything. But if they get on that mic and they're copying another sound, nobody's gonna want to hear it because they already heard that before.
and this why I shaped my mind. I was when I was locked up, I read one book. It didn't even have a cover, and I ain't even gonna mention the artist, but the artist got hip. Now we see what happened to the greats. So you got your individuals that you know what I'm saying made it. You got your Princes, your Michael Jacksons, those who really became so popular with success that they had no choice but to win over everything they was doing because they was a hot ass artist. It wasn't the fact that
But that's not it.
over a game. It was the fact that they fame and fortune got so great that they had no choice but to rule over the
So
talent they created from that. So
all
now,
right, so Coach Slim, hold on
uh,
a second real quick before you get
but I
into
gotta
it.
chime off though. I love this shit right here,
Yeah,
man.
all right, cool. But
Man,
before we go
I'ma
all the way
follow you, bro.
through, right?
you said what?
What I'm saying is this: like we have to understand that those artists that were huge that we are trying to that we've always looked up to, it's
Mm-hmm.
never been. It's not about talent. Their talent is no they're not more talented than you or less talented than you. Everyone has talent. The
Everybody.
problem, the thing is the engine behind it. Now, Jezebel, to your statement, right? That everyone sounds alike. The problem with that is we're driven by consumers. You know what I'm saying? Once you start trying to make it as a business, and coach, if you gotta go, you can chime out, bro. We'll see you on the next time.
Oh no,
But
no, no. I'm listening. I'm listening.
when
I
it
ain't going
comes
nowhere.
to consumers, like I said, once you say as an artist that I'm trying to sell this music, you know what I'm saying? Look, they have shit too. But once you say I'm trying to sell this music, now
Uh-huh.
you have to understand sales and marketing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're walking down the street and every store that has we sell red. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Let me just stop you. Who does Shy Glizzy sound like? Who
Shy
does
Glizzy
Rico
sound like
sound like?
Shy.
Who does Wale sound like? Like who in your head? As soon as I say their name, you could be like, oh, they sound like so and so. Nobody.
Yeah, and I don't even.
Shout out to
It's
Rico Nasty. She just got a feature from Gucci too. Nice ass. I mean, the song
yeah,
fire.
So
yeah,
and
that's
let's
big right there
You know
and
what I'm
too.
let's
saying? It's distinctive shit. We want to sound like Chicago, like the females here. You want to have that sound, and that's not what. Look at what's selling.
Yeah, and a
That's
lot
what
of
makes
like
sound
it's only
different.
it's a
listen
few
though.
female
Okay,
artists with
no,
Everybody
that's
want to be
talented
like the
out here,
South.
but
nah, but time
right.
out though.
Everybody
But
up
time
north
out
want to
Hey,
be like
hey,
the
love
South.
y'all have a blessed night, man.
all right,
Hey,
you too,
thank
bro.
you
All
for
right, boss.
chiming in.
Yep, no
All
All right.
right.
question. But listen to
Everybody down south
here,
want to be like the north.
but hear this out, right? Because we definitely got people that have made it from the city. You know what I'm saying? And they definitely have their distinct sounds, but
Uh-huh.
they're
That's
not the
it. That was my point.
yeah, but they're not the sounds that we hear when we turn on the radio. They're not the
Sometimes.
same. No, they're
It
Probably
depends
back
on
in
what
like
area
2006.
you're in. In the Bay Area, they playing Rico all over the radio.
yeah. I mean, like I have like I don't know. I'm not gonna say they have it because you travel a lot more than I do, right? But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have never heard one of her songs on the radio. I've heard her songs on Madden and on the
Uh-huh.
video games. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, those
But
video game plays used to be
Wale, you
lit.
hear Wale on the radio.
yeah, not
You
here. I
hear
hear him on. Yeah, you may hear a single on Wale on the radio, but Wale
Or a feature or
also
something.
puts extended.
Shy Glizzy. You hear Shy Glizzy on the radio.
Yeah, he just did some joint with a little Uzi Bird. It was alright.
Shaq Lizzy sounds like Shaq Lizzy sounds like Uzi Vert in them though. He has
Yeah.
that sound, that metatone voice. That
But what it is, what you're I think what you're saying is we don't hear them because our stations don't play our artists like that. They're just now
correct,
starting to play our artists. Whereas when you go to
They damn
Atlanta,
sure
all
don't.
you hear is Atlanta artists. When
correct,
you go to Detroit, you hear more Detroit artists on their radio than you hear everywhere else. You know what I'm
exactly,
saying? Even Chicago,
exactly.
popping.
But what DMV artist right now is walking around saying I want to be on Atlanta radio or Chicago radio? He
Oh, a
wants
whole
to
bunch
get
of people
on
that done moved out.
93.9 and KYS and I mean
No, no, no,
KYS
no, no. I wanna if I
PGC.
was an artist, I wanna get on I wanna be on everybody's radio. I'm making a song that's transcendent.
Correct.
Mm.
No,
You
no,
could
no, I
I
mean
wanna be heard in fucking South Dakota. Fuck that.
yeah, I mean listen, like to be quite honest, that would be true. But you're a traveler. You would probably be that artist that would go to South Dakota to get
Yeah, a
heard.
lot of artists ain't traveling,
He
so
keeps
You
saying
you would be that type.
okay, I get it.
You would be that artist that would, if you want to be heard in South Dakota, you have to go to South Dakota. You know what I'm saying? You have to put in footwork, and these artists don't do it. These tours, so they want their peers and the people that they at their jobs to know that they famous, and their people are listening to KYS and PGC. So when you're bombarded with a certain sound in your mind as a person, you're saying this is what they want. Let me
Oh, okay.
let me give it to them. You know
Nah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
not what they want.
But of course not.
They
Of
looking for
course.
the next new thing. Like to any artist listening, they're looking for the next new thing. I'm tired of hearing people that sound like people. As soon as
Nah,
I turn your
listen.
track on, if you sound like an artist that I can picture in my head, I'm turning that shit off.
No,
Period.
don't get it confused though. But don't get it confused though. The industry is the industry is only looking for the next big thing when they're ready for it to happen.
mm,
You see what I'm
Who does
saying?
NBA YoungBoy sound like?
trash.
Everybody in the South. But the thing about it
I
is,
don't think so. Like when you
but
hear, I could play an NBA YoungBoy song and you're gonna be like, "That's NBA YoungBoy." You're not
yeah,
gonna say, "Oh my gosh, I think that's."
but when you hear Quando Rondo song, you hear NBA YoungBoy.
Nah,
See the
maybe a
thing,
little.
but listen, like this, but like you, the all right. So
Let's
of
use
course,
designer and future, right?
exactly.
What happened to designer?
Designer got the bigger check though.
Still, where you at?
So think about it like this. Again,
They got
like I
tired
said,
of it real quick. It was cute.
no, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. Designer's still 19, 20 years old, right? So in their mind, if you get a check for $50 million, you and Imagine, like I keep telling every artist, a lot of artists will not sign a deal because in their mind, when I take this money, I owe these people money. You know what I'm saying? But that's not how it works. So if you're 19, 20 years old and you get $50 million
off of imitating.
Yeah, it doesn't matter off what it is. What that is gonna do is breed other imitators. I mean, look at Young Thug. He was imitating when he first came out. He was even using names like Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, Cash Money, Birdman was ready to create a new thing. So he created the Young Thug. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I say about. That's why I say like as an artist, yes, you're always supposed to be pushing the envelope and trying to create new things and be pure and be fresh. But a lot of these artists are not in the game because they're artists. They're in the game because they're chasing the bag. And
Right.
they're chasing what they see. So they fixate on an artist who has that said bag. If they look at that money bag, yo, and they like, damn, this nigga is getting it. I'm about to do this shit. They gonna come out and start rapping like money bag, yo. I just wanna look around and then I'm
But
flying
we
to get
don't
it.
want it.
But the
We
thing,
got money bag. We don't want
no,
it. You know what I'm saying?
but the
Like
I
thing,
don't think I'm getting to the point.
for how long?
I'm getting to the point like our city don't breed rappers. Like we breed, like we got basketball players. What happened? Like we
no,
got,
we
we
do,
got.
we do bring rappers. But the thing about it is, like I said, we're in the DMV, and only reason I'm playing devil's advocate because I am an artist, right? But
Yeah.
DMV, it's a box. You know what I'm saying? It's not like in Atlanta or New York or LA or even Chicago now or even Florida for that matter. You know what I'm saying? There's not the possibility. It's very rare that you're gonna hit the club and a big time out of town is gonna be in there. It's very rare that you can be able to go up the street and push your stuff. Like you gotta go miles away. You gotta hit them hours, 4 to 10 if you flying, you know what I'm saying, or if you driving. So they have to do these things. Now, what in the DMV, what we don't have is access. So if you don't have access, you don't know. And if no one is coming, like when was the last time and not you, Jezebel, because I know you do it all the time, right? But G4, when was the last time you heard a dope artist in the DMV that sounded different, and you promoted that artist or you bumped that artist?
I have, and he from uptown, and he sound like Kevin Gates a little bit, so that I I guess that knocked him. No, but he don't sound like Kevin Gates. Like his flow, it's his voice, the way he
They're like,
pitch his voice.
listen, like every DMV artist sounds like their muse. When I first started, like I only listened to Tupac, of course, and then I started listening to Kanye. So when I first started, everybody said, "Yo, you rap like Kanye." You know what I'm saying? Then I started listening to J. Cole. They say you rap like J. Cole. Then I stopped listening to actual artists from that were mainstream. I only
Rap
started.
like, sound like, different
So the thing about it is,
to me.
yeah, that's what's crazy. But the thing about it is, the consumers don't give us that. You know what I'm saying? The consumers will never give you that the consumers will never give you that space. You know what I'm saying? They will never look at you and say, "Oh, you're new." You know what I'm saying? Because in the DM again, if our only break is an open mic or a showcase, right? And even in that goddamn showcase, as soon as my song go off, I gotta hear one of those songs because he ain't playing a DMV artist. You know what I'm saying? He ain't doing that. He gonna play one of the mainstream NBA YoungBoy jumps and shit like that. But see, the thing about it is, those artists are why when you say NBA YoungBoy or the artists that you can name that people sound
No
like,
Savage,
yeah.
Will the Rapper,
When you look
3-0.
at these,
None of them.
but
I think they don't sound like
I have,
anybody. Those are people that I think don't sound like nobody, and they're okay.
That's why Allah.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like, see, the thing is, but the thing about it is, they're not the levels that people are perceiving to be.
Yeah.
So until they get there, that's why.
Well, niggas been reaching out lately. Like shout out to Cuz from Big 3-0. He got a little baby on his track.
Daniel
Exactly.
Savages, I think he did.
But
So they starting to touch. Like
but
the city
3-0 Black,
starting to touch.
but 3-0 Black has the DMV flow.
Yeah, he had that go-go flow.
Yes, the DMV
He
flow.
got he got that go-go flow, that go-go
Correct.
flow.
Correct. And that's what
Yeah.
Wale had. That's what Wale had.
Wale is a fucking poet though. He's a poet.
But he
And
had
he's
that
from
line.
Maryland. He's
Yeah,
from
but he had
Maryland.
that
You
line.
mean?
Yeah, he's from Gaithersburg. Like, yeah, no, seriously.
He's from Maryland. So like when you say a city artist,
from
when we talking DC, we talking inside the diamond. So when we talk like that, we talk inside the diamond for real, because it's tough inside this diamond. Everything outside is like my baby mother from like Suitland and shit, and like Maryland and shit. Like she went to the army, got college, car early, all that shit. Like we in the diamond. Like niggas start from the bus.
That's not fair. Because the reason why I definitely don't like when DC natives say that people can't take that blunt with the district, right? Is because everything happens in the diamond. I mean,
it's a fact.
Wale didn't get noticed in Mo County. He got noticed putting in his work on Georgia Avenue, performing in front of Listen Vision and shit.
And he did most of his visuals in the city. I'm thinking he did most of his visuals inside of the city.
I mean,
and PG.
You have to. I mean, come on, like even if like Logic to me is the only person that I could think of that I never really seen in the city, right? Mm-hmm. But he doesn't claim he's from DC. He says he's from Mo County or whatever he says. He claims his county. But at the end of the day, I'm talking about artists that have to make their bones. I mean, me, myself, I have to be in DC every night. Every night. So that was the only place I could perform. You see what I'm saying? So like
right.
when DC artists be like, bro, like they like this DC artist told me I'm not allowed to say that I'm from DC because I went to Fordsville High School. And I said, okay, but I went to Garfield Petworth Elementary, Shad Elementary. What's the point?
Yeah.
The South. I said, what's the point? I went to all these schools. So you talking about where I graduated from, not where I came from. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting. I never ever knock artists. I say artists gotta work. But what I want to tell artists is artists are too focused on the music and what it sounds like as opposed to just being free and handling your business. Like it's a reason why Cinderella is able to get screwed over like this is because she didn't understand the business when she was 17, 16.
Authenticity is a must. I'm just gonna keep saying that.
Yeah, authenticity is definitely a must.
Oh, we got to teach our kids this credit game too early. Like, I'm so sick that when I was coming out of, school and all that shit, like, I wasn't up on credit. Like, I didn't know not one fucking thing. Like, nothing. Like, my family.
Besides, don't fuck it up.
Literally.
I mean, that's already fucked up because you already know the family going to put some cable in there or something because everybody needed the cable. So you done already got shit. So, like, yeah, like, I'm just kind of fucked up with that situation. Like, they need to know about that. That's the way to their dollar. To me, like, it's all they banks out here. Fuck, we ain't got no more bank left for real. Shit, so we gotta fucking play their game. And the way to play their game is that credit.
Man,
it's like, that credit.
Like the funny part is, like I just started getting into credit. That's why I was asking you about your music in the beginning because your songs earn credits. Your songs is credit. Your music is stocks. And even those 9 songs that you got, look at my man on FaceTime. I look at him froze. That's hilarious. But
none of it is dropped though. None of it is dropped. Like one track is dropped. I got all that in my phone.
Well, man, run that track.
All smoking, all blowing smoke in the camera.
So, what y'all over there smoking on, Jezebel? What flavor is that?
What you smoking on is?
Shit,
Go ahead. Since you
it's-
tell everybody what you smoking on. You want them to see you smoke. Tell them what you smoking on.
It's that
Yeah,
round the way pack. My man.
From where? Tell
yeah.
them where. Tell them where you got it from. What
Did
is
you
it?
call it?
Round the
Time
way
out.
pack.
Time out. Did you call it the round the way pack?
Yeah, I'm saying it ain't got a specific name, but you know, it gets you high. You know, it's from trusted drug dealers around my way that I know.
He just grabbed the bag and left.
I mean,
See,
He
me
asked no
personally,
questions.
I kind of try to rip and run the city for that shit and see who got the most and shit. Like, I like to shop with them guys.
oh yeah,
Like, but it be kind of like when you pull up on these guys, it's always dangerous. It's always dangerous. So it's not always a chance that, you know, you just might end up in, you know, some bullshit.
Are the pop-ups back?
Who knows?
Are the pop-ups back in effect, man?
Not yet. It should be. I
Fuck
mean,
no.
shit. Dine in. Kids can't go to school
Fuck no.
though.
Not here.
Kids don't need to go to
Not
school.
here in
It's
the city.
COVID out here, y'all. So look,
You talking about the gas
I
pop-ups, right?
I want to take a second to show y'all my shirt here, right? This is
Make more music.
Yeah, this is the new line from the Pat Pearl. This is the new line they pushing right now. Y'all already know I'm a brand ambassador for the Pat Pearl. They got sweatshirts, hoodies, everything right now. So everybody that ain't following them, go follow them. And yeah, man, purchase some gear. Don't just follow for the follows. Purchase some fucking gear, man. Get you a damn shirt, sweatshirt, something. And then we also got another line, Risk DMV. Now, I got something for y'all because they gave me a special code, Risk DMV. They gave me a special code, and if you use this code, you get a little special surprise, like free shipping. And that is Sixxcess. If you use the code SIXX on riskdmv.com, you get free shipping on some of their merch. So go on and get you some Risk DMV, get you some Pat Pearl, you get right for the summer, and finish out this daggone winter and get ready for the spring. So look, here's what's hilarious, right? One of my good friends who watches the show every week. He asked me, he said, Six, how can I write a good freak song? Now,
what type of freak song?
I've been thinking about how to answer this question. Actually, the first thing I thought about was what to call this segment. So I ran through some names. Me and the wife was running through some names, and I was like, gotta be cool. It gotta be hip. So we came up with the Sixxcess Express question of the day. So that's what we're gonna start calling this segment here. So anybody send me a question, I'm gonna answer it right here.
So how to make a freak song? First, you need to dissect what type of freak song you're trying to make. Are you trying to make baby making music, twerk music? You got to really break it down. Then you got to go for the sound. Do you want it to be upbeat? Is it going to be slow? Is it going to be slow and upbeat? Like,
it's gonna be bouncy.
And then play it for the girl that you're with. And if she's not grabbing on your grown, it might not be it.
Now, what is the first thing to a good freak song that you want to hear? Is it the beat?
The beat.
Definitely.
So you have to start off selecting a really good
beat.
You gotta get turned on like right at the beginning, like.
Now, you also have to be determining the freak level of this song. Now, I don't know if you're creating a WAP or if you're creating a too close next song. But either way, you gotta know where your level you're going.
Right.
And I always say it's best, like Jezebel said, to find your muse. It's always best to decide if you're writing this about a lady, write specifically about that lady and the things that you want to do to that said lady without going too crazy just in case you think you're a sick freak up. If it's a guy, the same. Be very descriptive and be very accurate. Also, rhyme. Now, I've learned with a lot of freak songs that if you don't know how to rhyme, you can end with a few words that will always get you to the next thing. A good yeah in the middle of everyone.
Of course. Of course.
Uh-huh. A good A. A good
A.
bitch at the end of it. These are all good ways. If you can't rhyme really well, use one good key ad lib and go with that ad lib the whole song. So I think that I have touched that. And if you have any more questions, inbox me. Now we're gonna do that segment
Nice one.
every week now. So any questions, y'all see. Now this time we have to talk about my Huffington Post.
Who we giving
Popping that off.
Now let me tell y'all something, right?
Oh my God.
I am flabbergasted at the news that I'm hearing from the DMV. I am hearing that not only does everyone have rapper weed now,
He flabbergasted.
I am hearing that not only does everyone have rapper weed, but everyone is trying to decide how to price it.
Exactly.
I heard there have been prices as low as $35, and there's been prices as high as $80. Now,
Just like
I don't know what you guys' definition of rapper weed is, but I'm really interested to see some of that $80 strands that you got. Now, if you're in the DMV and you're a part of this war, I call it, it's a flavor war because everyone has flavors. You're best to go on and stock up now. I'm saying get whatever you can, buy more than what you usually buy double, buy triple even, because these times are not gonna last. The Huff will be back. It will be back. You could be like me down here in Atlanta on the south side with all the Huff. I got all the Huff, more than enough on the south side of Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie. But if I was in the DMV right now, I ain't gonna lie, I'd buy me a quarter pound of 4 different ounces of different flavors and put them aside. Because these times don't normally last. Right around this presidential time, it usually slows down, but I hear you guys been getting straight gas.
Yep.
Up there. And I am rather jealous. So, that is my Huffington Post. Jezebel.
Lucky me, ran into a little young tenderoni down the street, got some serious pressure. So I've been smoking real good here lately. Prices are pretty decent. You know I'm a female. I'm not going for that. So I think whatever he said is Gelato 41.
Gelato 41.
But I don't know. I think it's something else because it got all these different colors and shit in it. Like, and it's like really, really strong. So I don't know. It's like really, really good.
So
shout out to my gas man down the street.
Shout out to
the new one.
The new one. Give her a discount. Should have called you a fine tenderoni. You know, G4OBO.
He too young for me.
G4OBO.
Man, yeah, that's my Instagram junk. My the OBO is my LLC. That's my Outback Operations, but I'm gonna change it. You know, the Outback. I gotta change that operation word, like Outback Opportunities. You know.
I like that too.
But that's my business and shit. So
make sure you send me a DM too.
G4, that's my name. I had to take the bando off, but I heard it was some African dudes that like they use G4, but it's not like one of their names. It's like a group. And I found that shit out, and I'm like, damn, I don't want to use this shit. But my man, like, hell nah, 4, that's you. You been 4. So I kept my shit.
Yeah, keep it. Fuck them. They African.
Yeah. Nah, but they like some scamming dudes or something. They rap. They actually rap. Look them up. They call G4 boys.
Try to link up with them, bro.
Yeah, man. So Iz do music, but he doesn't actually. He's a hobbyist, but we gotta link up to get some of those opportunities that you're talking about, my brother.
Facts, of course. It's all for the culture. All I do is tax the motherfucking all the other people, the Migos, the motherfucking whites, all of them. I tax them like they tax us. They don't talk to us. They don't put us in the. They get emails,
together, brothers.
you know. They get emails to their houses, like they own houses. They know to change the main fucking water line with the put in the bitch and all that, so their water can be clean. That's why they drink tap water and we don't, because they know what to fucking do. They get emails.
Yep.
We don't get like how we get to come to the cookout jumps. We got the cookout jumps. They got emails. Fuck.
And see, so like, I know all my viewers out there, y'all looking like Six. I haven't seen you smoke not one time. Like, where's the J? I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, yo. I got some goddamn OG down here, and that shit put the nigga to sleep, right? And I realized that there's really no fighting it. Like, I was playing Call of Duty, and before I could even get me a couple kills, and I'm like, fuck this game, smoking a motherfucker OG. You know what I'm saying? I go to play 2K, and I'm losing, and I'm like, fuck 2K. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This motherfucking weed is like making me too goddamn drowsy. So I hit a couple of J's earlier, and I hit a J like at like 4 o'clock. And I was like, I'm not going to hit another one because I didn't want to be down on the show. My eyes already look like I ain't been asleep because of the damn OG, right? But that's what I got down here on the south side of the A.
I have a question. Do you guys consider weed like a sexual stimulant?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Certain strands, not all strands.
Every time
not all strands.
Shit.
Man, look, I recommend anybody that's like interested in getting intimate, don't smoke platinum kush.
I don't smoke that. We don't even smoke bubba no more. You know how much bubba we had up here, especially in Northwest?
Bubba,
we had so much bubba.
Bubba is my favorite right now. Bubba is my favorite. You know why?
Bubba gives you a head high though. It don't give you the indica.
You know why Bubba? You know why Bubba's my favorite? Because without a shout of a doubt, you know it's Bubba when it's real.
Of course.
And you know if it's not.
Champagne Bubba.
That is one strand that if a person said to me, I got some Bubba, I would know it's Bubba before I even smoked it. I would know it's Bubba before I even touched it. I would know it's Bubba just by looking at it. And
so indica or sativa before you get intimate?
Sativa.
Indica.
He trying to go smack out after he done. He want to be good.
Now you gonna go smack out after.
Yeah, you done. You done after.
That should give you energy, then you pass out.
Citrus sunshine. God damn it.
Y'all the type that probably need energy. I already wake up with too much, so I have to do indica. I have to do these things to put me on the level. Like.
So let me go to my handy dandy trusty site, leafly.com. And let me tell you some of the best strands that is going to get you there.
That's going to get you there.
Yep. So, Lemon Jack.
Took a hole in it.
Pineapple Express. Some Granddaddy Perk, which you know. And ice cream cake.
So what are those for? Intimacy?
Those will have you really in the mood.
Granddaddy.
Birthday cake.
Yep. Here we go. From the from the bottom of the list. Ice cream cake, Granddaddy Perk, Pineapple Express, and Lemon Jack.
Oh my gosh.
Get you in the mood.
Those will have you ready.
Then you gonna be on the damn.
Now that's the wine.
Now,
I haven't had Pineapple Express.
Wait a minute.
I don't think.
Pineapple Express. Okay, so if you run across Pineapple Express, how do you know it's real?
It should taste like pineapples.
The bud looks like a pineapple.
Oh, ski.
little pine coney apple. That's what it's got. Pineapple, you know. And Like, so a lot of people know that I did get my diploma. I do have my diploma in medical cannabis and CBD. And of course, we have to do distinctions by look. We have to do distinctions by a thing called terpenes and all these other good things, right? That's how we
I
decided.
want to get cannabis sword.
Yes, everyone that wants to be a cannabis expert, go on and go to college, man. They got little classes online. I recommend everybody take them. You can get you a little job at a little bud tender or whatever. You get certified and you're good to go. Also, get your weed card if you ain't got one for the hell of it.
You know what? And you know, nowadays you can search the type of weed you want and find a dispensary that has it and just fly there.
Damn.
Now, everyone, I like to this is the part where I remind myself that Jezebel has frequent flyer miles. She just does not care. I've seen her in Atlanta, then the next day in LA, then Denver, then Spain, then Africa and Jamaica, and then back to
You
the
gotta
DMV.
get out, man. You gotta get out. I encourage everybody to take their little coins and just go and just see different shit. Like that shit you said earlier. Like I had a DC mentality. Till I met a female from Chicago that was just like me. Another one from West Virginia that was just like me. And I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there that have my attitude, and
Yeah,
so to see them different places, it's like, yeah. So get out, man.
yeah,
You
because
only live once.
I still have problems meeting people. Although
Yeah.
in the right setting, I'm not it's not hard for me to be approachable or friendly. However, anything outside, anything that's not in closed doors, I'm like a what's one of them cats out in the streets and shit. One of them alley cats every time they hear they like, what the fuck is that? And shit. Don't trust nobody.
You'll make acquaintances everywhere, like the bars at the airport, on the airplane. You know what I'm saying? Like simple getting directions. Like I don't know. I like meeting people in those type of, because those are people, I don't know, as opposed to just on the street searching for drugs and they selling you K2 for loud and shit.
Man, now
Vegas, be careful in Vegas.
now, young. I'm not gonna lie to you, young. I don't think that I've ever gotten knockoff weed. However, I do remember when knockoff weed was very, very serious, right? And that had me smelling my weed, looking at my weed, had me like pouring all my weed out on the table and sorting through it and shit. I mean, so you definitely get, but I have trusted sources, but you still get a little worried. Have you ever?
I got geeking. That's back when I couldn't go without smoking weed, and as soon as I got off the plane in Vegas, I'm looking for weed the whole time. This guy, he's like, "Oh, I got some, but it's just some shake." And at this point, it's been 3 hours of searching, and I'm like, "Fuck, all right." It smelled good. It looked good. It was shake though, and when I smoked it, like I don't know, like I wasn't getting high. I don't think. And then I felt sick the next day. I didn't smoke for the rest of my time out there till it was
Vegas?
almost time to go.
Now, well, this had to be
I
a
don't
long.
know what it was
This
though.
had to be years ago.
Yeah, this had to be like at least 6 years ago.
Shit, they'll probably do some shit like that now in the city. They'll probably still do some shit
Nah,
like.
shit. But in Vegas now, you just get off and go right to the pop up, the dispensary, right into the store, and buy some authentic, official pressure.
But see, I don't even think I was. It was my first time on the West Coast. I ain't know. I just
All right.
wanted
So
some
next
weed.
time,
You was moving fast.
next time you go to Vegas, go to Wiz shop.
Wig shop.
Wiz Khalifa's.
Oh, wig shop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
He
shit.
sometimes be in there. He be in there a lot of times actually. Go in there. Yeah. Tell Sixxcess sent you. See if he can get you a free Vic.
Man, I'm about to put my cash app in my bio. I need a plane ticket somewhere. Fuck that. Ain't that what they do nowadays? Shit.
That's what
they do everything.
That's what the women do.
Right. We taking donations.
Showcase is coming soon and shit.
Yes.
Hey, so G4, do you use Clubhouse? Are you on Clubhouse?
I ain't got Clubhouse.
Are you an Android user or iPhone user?
I got the iPhone.
Okay, but you don't fuck with the Clubhouse? What's your favorite social media site?
I just got Instagram.
No Snapchat?
No Facebook?
I got an old Facebook, but I don't
Twitter.
Nah, I ain't got no Twitter neither.
So look,
outside. Like I'm just starting to record shit now. Like I don't, I'm just starting to do that.
You
in
got
the streets. Yeah, I feel
two
you, bro.
posts.
You out here.
And
if you was talking to us with your camera off, I'd be super scared right now. What you talking about? That you don't use Facebook. I think that anybody that don't use Facebook, I'm scared of them.
Why?
Man, regardless how good you do here, they throw salt on your name regardless.
I know. I be watching. So I watch a lot of what is it like docu-TV? And all of like the serial killers don't use Facebook for some reason.
All of the
see, I
ain't. All the serial killers don't use.
Nah, I got a Facebook page, but I just don't. I got a Facebook page, but it's old. Like I think the Facebook is for the old head. I'm 29.
Okay.
I'm 29, so like a lot of my big cousins and them, they be on Facebook right now. Facebook. I just be on the gram here and there. I be on them DMs and shit like that, and I put up a little snap on the bubble and shit.
Now I think Jezebel said you have 2 posts on your Instagram.
Are you saying this shit? Yeah, my grandma just passed away recently, so I had a couple more, but I just took everything down and then put her up there. And I'm just moving how I'm moving now. My grandma gone.
My condolences.
Condolences on that, bro.
Thank y'all. She went to 81.
Wow.
And she helped a lot of people. Besides food, like a lot of them want to remember her through food. But one thing about her, she was an on-time person. She'll teach you how to have self-care, how to get things done, and don't put it on the back burner. She was a person that was actually a person of honor, like like a person to respect, because she obviously knew always kept her shit tight. Right. Always kept her shit tight. And I'm a grandma baby. That's why I live with, because my mother out here. My mother's still out here right now, and my pop's out here somewhere. My pop's in Maryland somewhere. My mother be up in the Northwest outside and shit. Man. But that's I'm trying to get a house, Just trying to get that big house and see if I can get her in that bitch and just had that day with my own mom cooking and shit like that.
What's the ideal house?
Man, just some nice ass property with enough that can fit. Man,
you want a pool?
12 cars in the backyard. I want to be able to fit 12 cars.
12 cars?
And I want a backyard like a fucking garage.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Jezebel, what's your ideal house, Jezebel?
Say it again.
Jezebel, what's your ideal house?
Oh.
My ideal house is in Fairfax County. I forgot the address. I think it's on Fairfax Road or Avenue or something like that. It's like, or it's out for Washington. I want at least 6 bedrooms. I need to have an indoor pool or a pool attached to my house with a glass covering. I definitely need a hot tub. My basement needs to be a man cave, which is a she-man cave. So I need the poles, the stage, the bars, the projectors, pool tables. Yeah, animals, of course. I want a bunny. I love dogs. No cats. Maybe some turtles. Yeah. And my mom, I want to build her a tiny house on the property. Cause my mom needs her own space. So that way, like I feel you, G4, like that way I could keep my mom close to me, keep an eye on her, make sure she don't need shit.
Yeah.
So, like all of y'all like I ain't gonna lie to you, G4 and Jezebel. What's your ideal house?
Ideal? Be honest. Shoot, the house not where I live at, but like honestly, I never even thought
Is
about
one
it
of
because like,
no,
niggas been in the hood and like
you strike me as a penthouse type of person.
yeah, like it's
Like
like I want ambition and like I want to help balls like get that balls
But
fees
what do
mentioned and
you
live
want?
up.
What do you want? He asked you, what do you want?
it strike me as a penthouse type of person. He want to be able to go up to the top floor, have a nice layout, pool table in there, big screen TV,
Like
game.
a video game lounge or something
A
like
double
that.
king size bed for him and his, you know.
Not big girls, you already know that. But like the thing is, like I just
You
wanted
gonna
to
need
be
no.
like
You
a
need a double.
philanthropist
You
for the
need a
hood
double
for real.
king. You need a double king for the if you
I
trying
mean,
to have
yeah,
all them
like and
big
all that's
girls.
cool. It's like that's what I'm saying. I just really wanted to help out my hood because like I constantly see like where I like buy weed at, where I got my weed. Like it's just constant things and just cats be asking me for help, and I'll be like, you know, if I can give them food or anything, I just want to help people out for real.
Remember, you gotta help people that want to help themselves.
Oh, but let me
You know
tell
how many
you about
homeless
that though.
shelters it is out here?
A
Is
lot of them stay out there because people help them. You know, a lot of them get
Enablers,
comfortable
Yeah.
with people reaching out a lot to them, so they don't get a chance to actually get that hunger to get themselves together and pull shit tight and
bruh.
be somebody.
Look, I got into this debate. I got into that exact debate on Facebook, y'all. Right. So the debate was, do you guys think that social injustice is a bigger problem than homelessness? And I said, bro, you lost your damn mind because I know for a fact 3 people who have said, fuck this place, I can live in my car. And or I can I don't want to work, I don't want to do nothing, I'll just let them kick me out. You know what I'm saying? And done nothing and they're homeless, sleep on people's couch or sleep in their cars, whatever the case may be. But I have never met a person that has said, "Officer beat the shit out of me," "Officer kill me." You know, so when he was asking
Verbally?
me, shit, I mean, listen, I don't think that when you there's when you lose your mental connection, you know what I'm saying? Because mental illness is a lot of our problems as well. And when you lose your mental connection, you're not in your right person. You're not a person. So when even if you're in that situation and you get to the level, that I still don't think no one woke up that morning and said, I am about to go and get this shit beat out of me by the police.
You know I got low tolerance for BS, so I'm not saying just because you're combative you deserve to die, but I've been seeing a lot of videos and it's like, okay, everybody's recording the police in the hood and I understand y'all trying to prove something, but they don't show the part before that. It's a lot of antagonizers out here. Like you feel like you don't have to answer no questions or you don't have to say shit. It's just simple communication. If we could, I felt like if some black men or some black people communicated better, it wouldn't automatically lead to that. How many videos have you seen where they're just like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, even still, they're like, please, stop. And it happens. The injustice still happens. But there's those videos where people are just combative for no reason. I was riding with a nigga, we got pulled over. And I had shit on me. And he's sitting there, why the fuck you pull me over? Da, 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 da. And I'm telling him, shut the fuck up. Right. Nah, they ain't got no reason to pull me over, XYZ, bitch. But if they search me, bitch, you understand what I'm saying? Or if they shoot both of us, bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
They're not supposed to bother the passenger. They're not even supposed to bother the passenger.
Well, I don't. But the thing is,
shit,
I've been arrested Castro was a passenger.
in another situation similar to that with another nigga that was combative. Yeah. I got locked up. Thank God the shit got through away because they took my purse out the car and searched my purse instead of searching it while it was on me. So luckily the shit got thrown out. But this is the shit that I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, like,
sorry, y'all. I've been through some shit.
Like, the thing about it is, I have to, every time, I be sitting like, Jezebel's a fucking gangster, man. What the fuck? We gotta remind ourselves, everyone, you gotta remind yourself, Jezebel the truth is a fucking gangster, all right? So,
whatever.
When she's telling you guys to shut the fuck up, she means it. But you really should be shutting up when you're getting pulled over and approached by the police. But the reality of it is, we're in a new world. You know what I'm saying? And it's too much information and it's too much videos where the other is not shot or beat. for telling the officer, "Fuck you, get out of my face." What the fuck? You know?
Can I back on that real quick? Listen, how do you supposed to? It's like they vibe, they energy. These fucking man. How can you even talk to these folks? Some people feel weird when
so
they.
like the reality of it is. The reality of it is, you know, where people disconnect with the police. Well, let me say not people. Let me say where black people disconnect from the police. They fail to understand two things: that there's another person, and that's just a job that they chose.
Facts.
So, I mean, the same way if they come to whatever job you work, if you receive an attitude, then you're going to give attitude, and you could be doing your job regardless or not. A lot of people don't know this about me, and I will tell you today, G4, and everyone that's listening. I used to want to be a police officer really bad, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to be a police officer so bad that I actually took police training as a civilian DOD police officer, right? Now, with that training, we trained literally with the police, right? And when you hear how they are trained and then you see what happens in the street, you kind of like, all right, well, that's how you train. So it's like that's the job. That's what you're told to do. There's only 3 levels to it. You feel what I'm saying?
And the history of that job.
Exactly.
You can't
But
take
why?
the job,
But
but
why is that?
uh,
But I mean, we already know the answer to this. These are things. These are money. This is money. These are values. These are dollar signs. These are where everyone is connected. You know what I'm saying? So the police officer's job is to make sure that the lawyers and judges and prosecutors and state defendants get paid. That's the police officer's job. If he doesn't bring in bad guys, then there's no need for them. They don't get paid. And their job is to make sure that the prisons and the streets and all that shit get cleaned up by jailing people and or community servicing people. You know what I'm saying? So now that's their due diligence. Now these other people have agencies right after all this bullshit that have to get paid. They work for them, probation officers, just to create a fucking job. You know what I'm saying? They give them jobs, then they give the monitors jobs, and then they give the goddamn person that works in the receptionist office a job. So it's all a big business. You see what I'm saying? So it's like your only thing that you have to do to play a part of that business is give them a reason.
Right.
Which is fucked up because most of the first reason is this.
I know how
Yeah.
to make a change, and I know how to make a change.
I want to hear this.
If every single motherfucker that get any paperwork or citation from them, even if they take them over the station or whatever, don't sign it. They can't hold everybody. Don't sign it because people put themselves in a contract.
Yeah.
And then they put you in shackles to get out of the contract.
Correct.
Or they put you in shackles and then tell you to sign more papers to get out of shackles, and then you're stuck in a contract.
You gotta
What the reality of it is, the only way to stay out of the business of the jail system or the legal system is to pay the people that they have created to get paid, and those are called the lawyers. If you're not paying you a big dog shark, then you can't swim in the water with the sharks. But if you
Rosa Parks, they didn't have money. She sat down. It's about somebody just taking
she
the
sat
lead.
down.
Somebody
Rosa
taking
Parks,
the lead.
Rosa
Don't
Parks
sign it.
Rosa Parks definitely did sit down, but she still became a swimmer in the water with all the sharks. Her sit down did not keep her from catching a criminal record. It didn't catch her from getting dragged off the bus. The reality of it is the she went and got other sharks when Martin Luther King walked in, and he walked in with his lawyers and their team, and then they started boycotting, started fucking with the money. You know what I'm saying? Now they started playing with sharks. It's like fighting fire with fire. It's like, oh well, we're gonna take all our money. Yeah, y'all took 10,000 from us to make us pay for Rosa Parks, but we're not gonna give y'all 10,000 this month. we're gonna help Rosa Parks pay her $10,000. So now, damn, all these black people gave this $10,000 to Rosa Parks instead of giving it to the bus services. Them motherfuckers was hurting that money. You know what I'm saying? They're like, y'all fucking with us. You know what I'm saying? Because all that is all attack. It's all money. So until black people understand that you got to put sharks in the water for yourself every day, because every day you walk out in this big old ocean of the world, there's sharks. And that's just like with the music business, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like with any business, like with your business, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure you got your LLCs and all that good stuff.
I
get man. One thing I was about to
proprietorship.
Get me back in the booth. I really need to get in that booth because I got ever since my grandma passed, I got a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
I need somebody to give me the motivation to get back in that booth. Like I see everybody doing it now.
Yeah, do it, bro.
Let it off your chest.
You just was saying some bars with the contract and the handcuffs, yo. Like you gotta put that in, you gotta rap that, bro. That was a bar right there.
Yeah. I feel like, man, I'ma ride that fucking wave and throw them vibes and that melody on there, and that shit gonna crank. Like, not even just DC or it ain't gonna sound like nobody. It's just gonna sound like a smooth ass flow that got that vibe and melody in it.
Like, listen, bro. Let me tell you what's crazy, right? Because only other people will be able to tell you that you sound like someone else. And the reality of it is, none of that matters as long as you're making music and taking care of your paperwork. And that's what I was saying earlier, Jezebel, because I'm like, for me, like I said, I didn't think that I sounded like anybody, but there were people that want to find someone to compare you to regardless.
Yeah.
You know? And the saddest part about it is when you put yourself on display, you know what I'm saying? Everything you do, even with our show here at Boss Biz, Rolling with Success. Like there's somebody that wants to say, you guys ain't Breakfast Club yet. You know what I'm saying? And there's somebody that say y'all think y'all Breakfast Club. you know what I'm saying?
I doubt that because
they don't rap on Breakfast Club.
What I mean,
ain't even been to New York yet.
Imitation. Like I can name a few DMV artists that I hear, and it's direct imitation. I'm watching, I'm looking, and I'm like, okay, all right, I might follow
like I keep saying though, that we can't keep on calling we can't call everybody that rap an artist.
Well, these people that's rapping, and
a lot of our good rappers
I'm sorry
here.
I keep bringing it up, but it's starting to really annoy me because people aren't getting it. They're mad that nobody's picking them out the bunch.
Yeah, but everyone understand, just because you rap, just because you make music, you are not an artist.
Facts.
It's that's okay. It's still
now
good.
If you play an instrument,
yeah.
If you play an instrument, I think you're an artist.
Yeah, only if you're creating.
How many rappers know how to do an instrument?
I'm thinking only if you're creating though. Not if you're just playing along. But I do think that
I started like on instruments, and I just wanted to voice my opinion. Like I had to start rapping. Like I just wanted to like get that frontline vibe. Like I was always like backline. Like playing an instrument, they call you backline. So like your voice is the instrument.
Yep.
So it's like you don't have a physical voice. You play through the instrument. I mean, you talk through your instrument.
Yep.
So so that was my reason for rapping.
So like when you was on the back line, what you play?
Keys.
Okay, see, nah, it definitely inbox
me.
Pianolist. Yeah, definitely inbox me, bro. So of course now we are at that good old 3-minute mark. We got 3 minutes left in the show. And Jezebel, do you have anything coming up?
For me?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah. He doesn't do music.
I need to stop smoking this weed.
I thought you meant
what I got coming up? This Friday, we got 1200 Money coming on Fridays. You already know, show's lit. That's about it. And we got another guest next Monday. Rolling with Success. What do I got? Oh, I'm trying this plant-based diet or pescatarian diet now, so I'm hangry
Pescatarian,
most of
isn't
the
that
time.
shrimp and shit?
Shrimp and fish. So if I look a little weak and woozy, guys, because I'm not eating no chicken or beef.
Is this why you like swaying a little bit? Like, yeah, that's
No,
what
she's swaying because of you and that round the way weed and the gelato 41. So G4, what you working on, man? Like, what you got? Like, anything you want anybody to know, where to follow you, what you got, you know what I'm saying, cooking up?
Yeah, everybody can follow me on IG right there, G4 OBO. You know, I post from time to time, or I'm outside. I go live here and there. You know, but I stay focused now. You know, I don't keep all the youngins around me no more. I had a lot of youngins from the age group from 17 to 23 around me, and I had to like kind of give all them the boot. Like I had to kind of get them like away because it's like the pressure. It's not really the pressure. It's like they look up to me, so it's like So it's like, but they personalities, and I was going to piggyback on what she was talking about, but I couldn't. But now I can say it type shit. Every rapper in this fucking city, we got some good ass rappers, but most of these guys don't have no personalities. They can't even have a conversation. These guys are outside, like they fucking touching fucking different types of drugs. Like, man, they like falling a victim to, we already know, but like these guys just need to, man, I don't know. It's hard here in this city, man. And once you make it out, I just bless and look at motherfuckers that do make it out like y'all blessed like shit, and I'm trying to get blessed.
Yeah, big facts, bro. Like,
I'm
and,
trying.
yeah, a lot of artists like. And before I go, I want a lot of artists to understand that like this is coming from. Today's show was an interesting perspective because we did not have an artist on here, right? So you guys got a chance to understand something like from a different perspective what people are looking for and what kind of gets people going. So now you understand that you don't have to just be in your own bubble, your own box. You can actually get out, actually get around, go to another city, you know what I'm saying? Meet people, come back home with the ring, you can win. Start talking to the people in your city. Start collabing, start working together, start socializing. You know what I'm saying? Now, next week I got Raphael the Prince of Soul coming on, and this show will be crazy because he always in Circia, Italy, you know what I'm saying, over there.
Damn.
Yeah, he's not even in the States, man, and he is one of DMV's own. You know what I'm saying? He started out in the band and he been singing for a while, got his record label out of LA, and they got him over there doing his tour across the waters.
Yes.
So I'm definitely bringing him on the show next week, and that show gonna be lit. So G4, make sure you tune in, hit that like and subscribe button. To all y'all that's out there today, Boss Biz Radio. We on our way to 2K. So y'all hit that like. Right now, I know that those J's and those roaches, I don't know what's going on with the service, but we are at the end of our show. So right now, those ashtrays should be hitting the roach. Those roaches should be hitting the ashtrays, and you should be rolling up another one. And I'm about to go roll one right now. So I will see y'all next Monday.
Hey, G4LBO, thank you for coming through. Hey, happy birthday to my man Israel over here.
Happy birthday,
yeah, Sixxcess. We'll see you next Monday.
Yeah, and y'all make sure, and if y'all ain't looking like, hey, y'all gonna put Friday on live yet? Y'all gonna go live on Friday?
No, you gotta come here and smoke with us.
Yeah. I might do it. I might do it this Friday.
You know what? Look, I don't know when I'm coming back to the DMV.
Well, how about we could do one with you?
Yeah, that'd be lit. Yeah,
I'll try to find a space. We could try to do it with you.
Yeah, I don't really be freestyling like that, but I would love to pop in on y'all one Friday. And
I'm thinking about going live this Friday. If not this one, then the next one, because we do need to put a little bit of it on live.
Yep.
Well, Sixxcess, it was a pleasure.
Yeah, man. Oh, nah. I'm liking
we
that.
Out.
Yeah, I see you.
Yeah, man, I'm trying something new, and all y'all already know, make more music. Rock the Pad of Pearl. And we out.
All right, Sixxcess.
All right.
Hold on.
What it do? What it do? Y'all already know what time it is. It's 5 o'clock. It's the first Monday of 2021. And I don't know why I feel like this is an epic time, but we got Shaq made the beat. What up, Shaq?
What's up? What's up, man?
Look, I just said we dropping you in and you popping in and he popped through. And this is the first